House Judiciary Chairman Jim Jordan has, of course, been sending some letters to the DOJ, accusing them of not cooperating with his bogus little investigations and threatening them and saying, "You better give me everything I want because I'm so darn mad and I'm going to expose the Biden crime family." Well, this week, the DOJ finally sent a letter back to Jim Jordan, basically telling him to piss off, that they've cooperated with him fully, and that, by the way, you're pretty much lying about everything that's happening. The DOJ's letter to Jim Jordan essentially warned him that he better start just sticking to the facts, specifically with regards to David Weiss, the Trump-appointed prosecutor who struck the deal with Hunter Biden to avoid jail time. Republicans, Jim Jordan, and plenty of others in the House have suggested that this happened because of DOJ interference. The DOJ didn't let him be a special prosecutor like he has requested, except for that Weiss has already confirmed that he never requested it. He never filled out the paperwork. You can go back and look at that. The DOJ, Weiss says, gave me free rein to bring any charges anywhere that I wanted. I had all the power I needed, didn't need any more permissions from him. And that is essentially what the DOJ was trying to warn Jim Jordan about. Like, listen, we're going to allow David Weiss to come and testify for you. So they did give in to that. They said, you want to talk to him, you talk to him, but you stick to the facts. You do not get to make these wild accusations like you have been making for quite some time now. Let me read a little bit of this. It's from the letter of the DOJ to Jim Jordan. Our long-standing principles and duty to take care that the law be faithfully executed require us to maintain the confidentiality of sensitive law enforcement information and to protect line attorneys and agents so they can do their jobs for the American people free from improper political pressures. These concerns are heightened while a matter is open and investigative steps, prosecutorial decisions, or judicial proceedings are ongoing. At the same time, we're deeply concerned by any misrepresentations about our work, whether deliberate or arising from misunderstandings, that could unduly harm public confidence in the even-handed administration of justice to which we are dedicated. So basically, they're saying, like, look, we understand you want answers, okay? We get it. But you also have to understand, Jim, that there are certain things that actually cannot be revealed publicly because they're part of an ongoing investigation. We also have to worry about you going out there and releasing information and misunderstanding it to the point where you can taint potential jury pools. You can taint potential investigators. And that is a very serious concern for us here at the DOJ, they tell Jim. And then they went even further, because here's what else has happened. Jim Jordan recently sent a letter to the DOJ giving them a timeline saying, listen, I'm going to give you a couple weeks to respond to make your people available before I issue subpoenas. The day after he sent that letter, the day after, and he gave them several weeks to comply, he went ahead and issued the subpoenas anyway, which of course pissed off the DOJ. So they said, any attempts at compulsory process are unjustified and premature. The committee authorized subpoenas less than a business day after your July 21st letter and before the stated deadline in that letter. It has been less than a month since the committee's original requests and little more than a week since the department responded to that letter on the date requested by the committee. So basically, they're also saying, like, you asked us to comply, you gave us a timeline to comply, we were in the process of complying, but literally the next business day, you hit us with subpoenas? You're pissing off the DOJ, my friend. You're pissing off the DOJ trying to expose these horrible things that don't actually exist. And I gotta tell you, of all the people in this country that you probably don't want to be pissing off, it's the people with investigative powers, because, Jim, let's be honest, man, you've got plenty of skeletons in your closet that need to be fully investigated. So I would advise you, if you don't want to see the DOJ become politicized and go after enemies just because they've pissed them off, maybe you ought to back off and just start playing by the rules at this point. Because you've been playing fast and loose for a little too long, and that's what the DOJ is trying to tell you. Back off. Give us time. We've complied with everything in the time frame that we've been allowed to, so maybe just chill out a bit. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.